Who are we with today?
Guys, this is Madhu Ketkar. I have my own six-figure agency called Beehive Financial Management, and I started working with Dylan just over a week ago. In the sense, I was working with him for a month now, but we started running the ads just over a week ago. So, yeah, and I've been seeing some great success, so I thought I would like to share that with everybody. And, let's get the ball rolling, Dylan.
That's awesome. So tell us a little bit about where you were before you met us. I mean, I think you've only been with us now for like a month and a half. It's been a pretty fast journey for you. Can you kind of describe that for us?
Yeah, so honestly, I had kind of, gone through my entire warm market. I was kind of stuck. I mean, I had hit the ceiling in terms of getting more recruits. Having said that, I did have 23 at the time, but I had no idea how to grow. And I knew that I needed to reach newer people who didn't know me. But again, I'm in my mid 40s. I did not grow up with social media, so social media is like a big, hellhole for me. So I came across Dylan, and then I thought that, hey, you know what, I should give him a try because the videos that I saw were really, spot on, and I thought I should give it a try. So I started working with him more than a month ago, and here we are, right? I mean, just after spending a week of ads, I mean, spending on ads for a week, I already have 4 recruits closed. And in fact, I haven't even told Dylan this, but by Sunday, I'm expecting that figure to go into double digits.
That is that's actually insane. Like genuinely that is the fastest result I've seen somebody come in here and do. Do you have like prior experience running ads?
Not at all. This is the first time.
Yeah, see that's the part that
And
blows my mind.
yeah.
That's crazy. Why do you feel like it worked so fast for you?
So as I said, right, honestly, I had no idea about social media, but in your program, the videos that you had created, I mean, they were just amazing. They kind of told me exactly what I needed to do. So I didn't really have to research or what have you, right? You told me exactly, hey, Madhu, this is how you need to record your ads. This is how you need to record your video sales letter, and this if you do this is work. And I kind of decided that if I didn't know, I mean, I might as well trust the expert and just follow you to the T.
Mhm.
And so yeah, I think that's the reason. I mean, your the way you made me think about my ideal recruit. And you always used to say, or you still say that, I should be in their position and see what it is that they would like, and that
Right.
really completely changed my outlook. And that is what I decided, while I was doing the ads. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about that person, that one person who would see this ad and want to work with me.
Right. Exactly. And I think that's really where a lot of you guys have like light bulbs is I always say the best person to help yourself is the person you used to be. And for you,
Yes.
what was that demographic for you?
So it was immigrants. So immigrants who come to the US, who have, who come with big dreams of creating wealth, but they get busy with their day-to-day jobs and with their kids and their families.
Mhm.
And although they're doing well, but not really where they should have been, or where they would have wanted to be, like the creation of wealth. And that is
Mhm.
where I come in to help them do that.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm so glad that you figured that out now and you took that sniper rifle approach. You're going after one demographic that you resonate with and
Yeah.
it's performing for you very rapidly. That's awesome to know. But before you
Absolutely. So I'll tell you something, right? So
yeah.
I first recorded my ads at home. I mean, we have a home office, and you said that, hey, you know what, this background might not work. So I decided to scout for locations.
That's
And my
right.
husband was like, why are you doing that all this? I mean, you have recorded, just do it. I'm like, no. If he's saying this might not work, come with me or don't come with me. I'm going to scout for
Yeah,
locations. I need a better background. And
that's
then,
right.
hey, I mean, now he's like, damn. I mean, this guy's really good.
Yeah, no, you know what? I remember the first 4 ads you sent me. I think they were in, like, an office setting, like an office
Yeah, it was a
background
home
somewhere.
office, yeah.
Yeah, and then I remember you, like, turned it up on the second wave of ads that you sent me, and you were
Yeah,
just
yeah.
what you just business professional attire. You looked really good in them, and you had, like, a nice background, you found a nice environment. So props to you for going, above and beyond, you know what I mean?
No, I literally packed a suitcase of clothes and went to this office building that, that I knew about. And so there won't be anybody on in that day, right? So we went on a Sunday, and I kind of took a bag of full of clothes and change of outfits and makeup and everything. And I told my husband, I'm going to take a full day here. So, but yeah, I got done in 3 hours maybe. But yeah, I mean, that's what I
That's
needed to do.
awesome. And kind of walk me through now. You've gotten some great results already, and you haven't been here for too long, which is really awesome to know. What do you feel like made you move forward on that initial sales call that you got on with us when you first met with one of our sales reps?
So there were a couple of things. First is I was not looking for a vendor. I was looking for
Mhm.
a partner.
Mhm.
And I'll be very honest. I mean, I had spoken to a few other people as well, but when I spoke to you guys, I was like, okay, these are like real partners. I mean, they really are invested in my growth and they want to talk about how I can improve myself. And, these are not the guys who are just going to tell me that, hey, you know what, we are going to run ads for you. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, then that's on you. So that
Mhm.
confidence I got in the first call itself, that these are not vendors, but these are strategy partners. And that's exactly what
Mm.
I was looking for.
Mhm.
And second thing was, from the first two calls, I knew that you guys know what you're doing. I mean, it
Mm.
was not, like you were just kind of throwing spaghetti on the wall. You knew exactly what needed to be done, and it was working for some of your guys, right? So,
Right.
so I was like, why not?
What do you feel
And
like
believe
your
me, that was the
favorite?
best decision that I took because, I mean, literally
Yeah.
after 7 days, I closed four recruits, and I mean, I couldn't be happier.
I mean, you're just getting started too. I really feel
Yes,
like you can take
yes.
this you have so much potential to grow. I really do feel like you're going to be a number one recruiter in your company. Like you're going to really scale to that point.
Yeah, and it's just January right now, so I have the whole year. So I'm not going anywhere, Dylan. I'm going to run this for the whole year. Not only that, I'm going to get my team on board. So they are all
That's
going to work
humongous.
with you. Yeah.
Let's get it. I love to hear that. Now, this is great news to know that you're scaling so rapidly. It's awesome to know. When you were before you met us, what were some of the things that you were doing to generate your recruits? I know you said warm market. Was there anything else besides that you were leveraging?
Honestly, no. I mean, so to be very honest, I was speaking to a couple of vendors. They were, I mean, for this, and I never got a good feeling, not good
Mm,
enough to actually start working with them.
mhm.
And till I spoke to you guys. But apart from that, no, I didn't really try much because I knew I was done with my warm market. I mean, there were times when my friends simply refused to talk to me. They were like, hey, if you
Oh
want to
yeah.
talk about this. So I knew that I needed to get out of that, break that ceiling, but I
Mhm.
just didn't know how.
Absolutely. No, yeah, that's huge. A lot of agents before they come to me, they're leveraging things like job posting boards. That's one that you didn't get to try out. That one is disastrous, in my opinion. The warm market, it's limited. In person, it's limited. You can't scale that. So, I'm really glad that, you got to just cut to the chase, find something that works, and now you have a business that's repeatable.
Yeah. And
Um,
I think what's best, I mean, what worked best with your system is that before the people came on the call, they already knew who I am. I mean,
mm,
that was tremendous. I mean, that didn't happen even with my friends, right? So even with my
yeah,
friends, I had to introduce everything, right from the opportunity and right from the industry that I am in and everything. But with your system, I mean, the work was half done even before they came onto the call. And
exactly.
yeah.
That's
So I
humongous.
remember before this, I used to do these calls, I mean, these on the recruiting calls or interviews for nearly an hour. I don't think these four recruits that that I finalized, not even one lasted for more than 25 minutes.
Wow. It's
Yeah, because they
incredible.
knew. I mean, in fact, they were the ones asking straight away questions which were like on point. And I was like, hey, you know what? Let's just get started.
Yeah, that's humongous. They were already sold on you.
Yeah,
By the time
yeah.
they
I
joined
mean,
that
that
thing, they're already
was
sold.
amazing.
Yeah, that's what that video sales letter does. I think it's powerful when you use it properly. Yeah, you did a good job, I would say too. Like on my perspective, you executed very urgently in here, and on the calls that you would book with me, it's just like you knew what questions you had. You were very organized. I gave you what you needed, and you're like, "Nope, Dylan, that's it. I'm done. I don't need anything else. I'm good to go." I was like, "Oh, let me
Yeah,
get out of
yeah.
her way," and then you went and executed, and you did exactly that, man. You crushed it. Tell us a little bit about you, Madhu. I'm curious to know like your story, your background. How'd you even get into financial services, and what made you take recruiting so seriously?
Right. As all the immigrants would know, right? I left my home country 20 years when I was 20, and I knew I wanted to achieve a lot. But so I started this business maybe 2 years ago.
Mm,
But again, there's this time when you turn 40, you kind of started to think about whether you have achieved your goals. And I realized that, hey, you know what? Though we are taking vacations, I wanted to fly business class, you know.
Mhm.
I didn't want to think about making any big purchases. I didn't want to look at the right side of the menu, right? When I'm ordering food, I mean, hey, come on, I'm over 40 now. Then this is not what I'm meant to do.
Mhm.
So I knew I really, really needed to make good money. So the target for this year is $500,000.
Let's go.
And thanks to you, I see that that is going to happen. So
Heck yeah.
yay,
Let's get it. I cannot wait to see
let's
you
get
scale
it.
to that
Yeah,
level.
I cannot wait.
That is awesome. That's humongous. That's an awesome story too. I feel like too what I've noticed being a coach for insurance agents for multiple years now is usually the ones that end up on these types of interviews with me, they have a certain philosophy and mindset and outlook on life that makes them winners.
Yeah.
What kind of philosophy did you come into this program with? What kind of mindset were you waking up every morning doing the VSL, doing the ads? Like what was that experience like and what was going through your head?
Only one, only. I mean, I can actually answer that in two words. I wanted to fly. I was very clear about that. I mean, there's no way I want to walk, crawl, even run, because that's not really going to help me achieve what I really wanted. I wanted to fly.
Mhm.
And in every call with you, you kind of gave me that confidence that, hey, you know what? I could do it. And as you said, right, I was clear about what I wanted from you, and you have always, always encouraged people to actually seek you out and not just, sit back and say that, if this works, this works. If doesn't, it
Mhm.
doesn't. So I made sure that I booked calls regularly with you so that I just to check, whether I'm on track or not. And yes, simply put, I mean, I was motivated because I wanted to fly. I mean, 2026 has to be my year.
There we go. It's all the
I mean, there's
mindset.
no other way of it. I mean, there's just no other way.
What was your belief like in yourself and in the program?
Um, Honestly, to begin with, I had told myself that I'm going to give this 3 months, like
Mhm.
the first quarter, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that this works. And so the first 3 months, I decided, even if the business takes a little it takes a little setback, it's okay because this is
Mhm.
the way to actually make money, and I really, really needed this. So
Mhm.
so first 3 months were totally dedicated to getting recruits, but now the way things are going, it's I mean, I'm going to meet my targets within the first month of the first 3 months. So it's been great.
Exactly. How do you look at recruiting as an agency owner? Like, what's like your belief on it? Do you feel like it's like the bread and butter of your business? Do you feel like because a lot of agents too, they think, oh, I just got to focus on production and writing more on my personal pen, and then I have the agency owners that are so big on building a team. What does
Yeah.
your outlook look like specifically with recruiting?
Honestly, with personal production, you're going to hit a ceiling sooner than later because there are only so many people that you can tap into, right, with your personal production. And with a team, just the sky is the limit. I mean, and especially with the overrides,
Hmm.
I mean, there could be somebody who's working in New Jersey, but you're still getting money, right? I mean,
Yeah.
although you have invested some time and some effort initially, but later on they are on their own, right? So
Hmm.
I mean, the power of this business is in the overrides. I strongly
That's
believe
huge.
that. And if one really wants to create wealth in this,
Hmm.
recruiting is the way to go.
What do you feel like a lot of agency owners suffer with in recruiting? I'm sure you know a lot of insurance agents around you that are doing it. What do you feel like they struggle with, and where do you feel like they get stuck at from your perspective?
Um, there's one thing that I strongly, strongly believe in is I think you will completely agree with this, being ethical, because
Mm,
I don't like leaders. I mean, even in my organization, right? I see so many leaders who want to cut corners, who want to,
mm,
chase shortcuts, and it doesn't work that way. If you really are focused on building wealth long term, then just be ethical, be true to yourself, be
that's so true.
authentic,
Yeah,
and your team is going to follow you. I mean, even if you switch organizations, the team is going to switch with you.
yeah, that's incredible.
I mean,
I
the team
always
is
talk
going to
about
be working
integrity.
with you. Honestly, at the end of the day, they don't care about the IMO. They care
Exactly.
about, what they're getting from you as a person, right? Like from me as a person. And if I'm ethical, if I'm authentic, they are not going to leave me. And I think that is where many people kind of miss the boat.
Hmm. That's huge. I think that also aids to your retention. To be fair, you know,
Absolutely,
I
yes.
can I can always gauge how powerful an organization is based off of that person's retention. And
Yes.
if that leader is selfless, they will retain a lot of business. Not everyone will make it, to be clear, but you will still have very high retention rates compared to the leaders that are very selfish and they're lying and they're cutting corners and they're unethical. And to be honest with you,
Absolutely, yeah.
I totally agree with that. That's why we have you guys be super transparent on the video sales letter. And they can, your leads consume that prior to the meeting. It's like, hey, it costs this much. This is what happens after this, and this is what you can expect after that. Like you're just laying it on the table for them. It's like, come and get it if you want it. If you don't, no problem. We don't have to book. And I think that's really the power of this strategy and where it's evolved is just be transparent with your leads, be transparent with the people you're trying to recruit, and you'll be surprised that they retain because you did not hold anything back on the front end.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I totally agree. I mean, I'm confident that if I move to another IMO, all of my people will move with me because
Yeah,
they work with me and not for the IMO. Again,
exactly.
I remember something, right, about what you just said. In one of your earlier calls, you had said that, hey, you know what, be clear to say that this is not guaranteed. I'm
Mhm.
like, really? I mean, if I say that, people might
Mhm.
think, hey, you know what, this is just kind of a scam. But you were insistent that no, that's what
Yeah.
being authentic is. And
Mhm.
we don't want to give guarantees because it all depends on so many variables, right? And
Exactly.
I did say that in my VSL, and I think it works. Being
It
authentic,
does.
I mean, nothing can beat that.
Yeah, well, think about it like this. There's a lot of people advertising saying, "Oh, we'll guarantee that you get this and this." And there's no guarantees in life. That's
Yeah.
that's what you call savvy marketing when people say things like that. But I've always had a philosophy like there's no guarantees. What if that person gets ran over or something, terrible happens? It's like, of course it's not guaranteed. And so when you're just upfront with people, you're going to lose people. But those are the kind of people that would have carried that guarantee mindset into your organization
Right.
and otherwise would have quit, whether it's 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out. It doesn't matter. They would have quit anyways because they think life is guaranteed and it's not. The kind of people that win in insurance, and I know this because I've talked to so many big agency owners and even new agency owners. It's their philosophy that business is business. It's not guaranteed. You might not make money this month, but at the end of the day, it's produced results like this, and there's proof all over the place in our organization to prove it. You know what I
Right.
mean?
In fact, in the first call, I tell everybody that, the first 3 months, you won't make any money.
It's
Just,
huge.
yeah. Because if they start thinking that, from the second month, they're going to make $10,000, it's just not true. And it
Exactly.
very, very rarely happens. So
Exactly.
I'm very clear in the first call that first 3 months, just think that you might even be in red.
Yeah.
So,
That's humongous.
but
I'm
then
so
after
glad.
that, if you stick with me, the first 3 months, you're coachable and you're committed, then I promise I will do everything in my power to make sure that you get where you want to get.
Exactly. I'm so glad you're sharing this on this call. This is probably the most valuable part that I think a lot of people just need to listen up to and turn the volume up because what you just said right there is extremely rare. Okay. I'd say about 95% of this marketplace doesn't operate that way. They like to cut corners
Yeah,
and they think it's going to get them the money very quickly, but their retention on the other side of that's going to look very bad.
right.
And at the end of the day, we just should be transparent with people, especially when we're using amplification like marketing. When you're getting seen by thousands of people, that's your reputation that you're putting on the line. So I'm really
Right.
glad that you brought that up. Now, outside of numbers and recruits and all that stuff, how do you feel like this program and being one of our members just changed the way that you operate as a business owner?
So there are a couple of things. First of all, your video trainings and your masterminds and the trainings which other agents give, priceless. I mean, I know you taught me some shortcuts about some AI thing, but I'm literally sitting with my notebook and my pen and like jotting down notes about what can actually, and these are all very, tips that I can actually implement like from the next day. So I'm
Hmm.
literally like sitting down and writing down. So that's priceless. Second thing is it has given me a disciplined approach to doing this. Like Instagram, right? I have to post a story every day. Like I just have to. I mean, you say that that thing should never be without a story, and I make it a
Yeah.
point. So it's a very like a disciplined effort towards recruitment. Um, and even this posts and how I respond to people, everything has changed for me and for the better.
Hmm.
And honestly, there's one more thing, right?
Hmm.
I believe I'm becoming a better person because, I mean, thanks to you and your team, because it has given me a newer perspective about social media. Because I used to be
Hmm.
scared. I mean, if somebody
Wow.
would come and tell me that, hey, you know what, do this on social media, I mean, none, I mean,
Yeah.
no, but now I now have more faith in the process,
Mm.
and your systems are amazing. Just one thing that I would tell everybody who joins your program: don't ever miss any of your videos. I mean, just
Mm.
do it as you are reading a Bible. Just Just go through each and every video step by step, and
Mhm.
you'll be where I am. I mean,
That's humongous. Yeah, a lot of I mean, you really did, like I said, a great job just following the process, and I try to say that as simply as possible, but a lot of agents, they struggle to do that, you know? But props to you. I'm really, really proud that you were able to make this happen so fast, and, you know, I see a lot of growth for you. I did
no,
this on,
Dylan, I'll tell you what, it's very, very simple. I know retirement planning. I know annuities. I know IUL. I know kids' education, right? With the funding. But you
Mhm,
know this. I mean, there's no way that there was not one single point where I thought to myself that, hey, you know what, maybe he doesn't know. I mean, no, you
mhm,
are the expert at that, and I am the expert at what I do. So,
exactly.
you know, I didn't want to second guess you. I just wanted to follow you. And I think that's what worked for me.
That's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. Who now that you've been through this and, you know, you're gonna graduate here in another few months, who do you feel like Divine Reach is for, and who do you feel like it's not for?
Okay. So it's definitely not for somebody who thinks that they know everything about recruiting. Definitely
Mhm,
not. I mean, there's
mm,
so much learning, and there is so much, I actually had to unlearn a few things, because
mm,
even there were times when I came in that I thought, hey, you know what, I know what my recruit should look like. But no, I mean, when you made me think, I mean, no, Madhu, go deeper down, go deeper down. So I had to unlearn a few
mhm,
things about what I was thinking and relearn, what my recruit should look like. So if somebody feels like, they know everything, this is not going to work for them. If somebody feels that, let me give this a try, if it works, it works, uh-uh again, not for them, because they are not really going to put in the efforts which are required. uh Honestly, the efforts are only the first month. You kind of, once you have everything set up and once you have everything running, there's not really much to be done except for the usual, your branding, content, and all that.
mhm.
But if somebody is just, let me try, with that attitude, somebody comes in, I don't think it might work. So if somebody
Yeah.
who's really had that drive, somebody wants to fly, oh, this is
Yeah.
the perfect solution for them.
That's incredible. Yeah. No, that's so true. I always say that too. I try to do my best to have my sales team also just give the right kind of a framing of like, hey, you can't come in here thinking we're gonna wave a wand and you're just gonna get rich overnight. That's not what this is, you know. So that's huge. But what do you say to the person on the other side of the screen right now that's contemplating joining? We have a lot of people that are thinking about joining. They're a little bit uncertain. Their upline never did nothing like this. They're scared for X, Y, and Z reasons. What do you say to that person right now?
Just three things, right? First thing is, don't think if you're on the fence, don't think. Just get this side of the fence, get onto our side, because if you get on Dylan's side, I mean, from my experience, I can tell you, you are going to win. Secondly, be coachable. I mean, I also tell this to my recruits, be coachable. Just think that you don't know anything, come with a blank slate and just absorb everything that Dylan has to share. His team is amazing. The support is amazing, and you will definitely get there. So don't think. And thirdly is be committed. I mean, don't come into this program thinking that, hey, you know what, I'll start today and maybe after 4 months I will get down to this. And first of all, Dylan won't allow that, and secondly, it won't work for you. So just come into the program with, with a little bit empty time on your hands, so that you can actually give this time and just go for it.
That's humongous. And this is the last thing before we wrap up today. I did this for one of the last agents I did an interview with. I want you to just say out loud your vision for the whole 2026 right now. And then we're going to watch this recording back and we're going to see really how far you came and that you're going to hit that vision. So what's that
Wow.
vision that you want to hit by next year, 1 year from this video? Oh, I got my earbud falling out. What does that vision look like for you? Go ahead and say it out loud, and that's you signing the dotted line to your vision. What does that look
Oh
like?
my God, Dylan, you're putting me on the spot here. But yeah, I'm going to do this. So I will have made $500,000, and I would have helped at least 100 families,
At least.
at
Let's
least
go.
100 families get their finances on track. And I would have helped at least 100 people build their own business.
That's fantastic. And when you achieve that, what is your life going to look like because of it?
It's going to change completely. It's like a 360-degree turn.
Hmm.
And yeah, oh my God, I can't wait for that to happen.
That's humongous. Who does Madhu need to become in order to actually hit that vision?
I think I'm nearly there.
Yeah,
And
I think
yeah,
so
so
too.
I kind of did a lot of, introspection during the last quarter of the last year. and I decided to make a lot of changes in myself. And so this was one of them, signing up with you for this, because I had actually, thought about this. I saw your ad first time in maybe October,
Mhm.
but I had a lot too much on my plate, and I knew that I
Mm.
kind of needed to have some kind of, bandwidth to actually go ahead with this. So I kind of took my time.
Mhm.
But I have spent a lot of time kind of, regenerating my thoughts and my life. And this year is mine, baby. This,
There we go. Go take it. It's all yours. You're already the person you need to be to go hit those goals. You're already living in
yes,
that person today. That's
yes.
awesome. Well,
And it's
thank you for
now
sharing
out in the
that.
open. The universe
There we
has
go.
heard it.
Sign the dotted line.
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go. Well, guys, I hope you guys go give Madhu a congrats in her Instagram DMs. I'll drop her Instagram right beneath this YouTube video so you guys can go check her out. She's officially one of Divine Reach members that have actually made it to the YouTube channel and got some crazy results using this process. She's a new torch holder. So go check her out. Go hit her up on Instagram. I'll drop her at down below. And thank you guys for watching today.